go into the talk itself, I want to get a sense of the audience here. How many of you are already doing security testing? Can I see a show of hands? Okay, let's see. That's about 10 people, I think, overall, who are doing security testing. Okay, the others, if you are familiar with the concept of penetration testing, can I see your hands? If you're just familiar with what penetration testing is. Okay, that's mostly half the audience. Then, what we're going to cover here would make, some sense to you. Oops. All right. So typically, when we look at penetration testing or security testing, the most common way of performing it is what is called as a black box approach. And in fact, if you look at the current security consulting industry, I would say about 80% of the kind of projects that are taken up and that are executed fall into the black box testing category. And in a black box, you have a web application. Typically, you send a request to the application. As a tester, you are given a URL. You load that URL into a browser. You make a request to it. And something happens on the server. Now, you're not really sure what happens. Some magical process happens, and you get a response back, right? So this is typically how a black box test happens. Now, since there are a few black box testers in the audience, what I've done is I have created a challenge here. So here you can see it looks like a shopping cart application, and here you have a product. So there's a coupon available, which is for discount, okay? If you can enter a valid coupon here, then you're given a certain amount of discount. Now let's, for a second, I would want all of you to put the hat of a security tester and see how you would probably do a test on this specific functionality, which is if you can get a discount in this specific field, then I'll give you a small prize right here. So in fact, I want to open it out as a challenge to everybody in the audience. Anyone who's interested, I want you to come to the stage, take a shot at this, and if you can successfully enter a valid coupon and apply it, I'll give you 2,000 rupees right now. So you can try whatever you want to try. So it's an open challenge. So can we have anyone from the audience? Anyone who has any interesting ideas that they want to try? Or something, just imagine this is something you have been given by your customer for assessment. Then whatever you would normally think of trying, you could probably come over here and you can try that. I'm sorry? Source code analysis. This is going to be a black box assessment, right? So what you have here is a text field, right? And you have apply. So this is what you have. So if your coupon is valid, this price, the value of this price would actually reduce. And I am proxying this traffic through burp suite, which is how typically people do their testing. Yes? Yeah, please. Yes, that's a valid option for you to check. You want to give it a shot? Okay, all right. So you have the tool here, and then you have burp suite also, right? It's yours. Yeah, you can look at that screen. You can currently burp is open. Hang on a second. Yeah. Before we start, what's your name? Yogesh. Okay, we have Yogesh Agarwal from where? Bangalore. From Bangalore. Okay, I mean like DevOps engineer in Bangalore. Okay, great. So Yogesh is the first person who wants to give it a go. Come on, Yogesh, it's all yours. Yeah, so that text box is for us to enter a coupon, right? It just says enter coupon value, that's it. You can enter a text there and you can say apply. You can look at this. You don't have to turn back. All right. You have to click on apply. That's how you submit it. Yeah, because you clicked on something else. You can maybe type it again. Nothing. So if it actually worked, then the price would have changed. So because the price doesn't change, it doesn't work. Yeah. So if you want, you have the burp logs as well. If you want to see what's actually going on, and if you want to try something, that's available to you. So these are the actual HTTP logs, which are generated. So this is the actual request which went. This is what you entered. So, and this is the response that came back, which is the price, right? If the coupon had worked, then the price would have changed. Right?
Can I see the logs?
Yeah, these are the logs. These are the HTTP logs which are generated. So you can see it from there or you can see it from here. Okay, then I guess you can see it from here. So what do you want to try? Right, that's your most recent entry. And that's your value. It goes in a parameter called coupon. That's what you typed. That's the parameter name, and then next to that you have a parameter value. So is there specific you want to try? Anyone else wants to give it a shot? Yeah, okay, we have one more person. Is there something else you want to try? No?
Just small coupon or something.
It's so you can change it to lowercase c also. The value doesn't change, right? 200 OK is the HTTP response. The price has not changed, right? So which means the coupon didn't really work. Okay. All right. I think we should give him a round of applause for the first person, to come here and give it a shot. Thanks, man. Yes, sir, please. So you can look at that. And what is your name?
Yeah, so I'm Keshav Kumar Barnawal.
Keshav Kumar from where?
Yeah, so I'm from Bangalore.
Keshav Kumar from Bangalore. Okay, please. What do you want to try? Yeah, I think this is not very clear, so you can look at this. So you have the request there. 1 second, let me move the mouse there. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, we can do it, yes. Okay. So what do you want to do?
First I'll clear off the history.
Okay.
I'll just trigger it request
Uh-huh.
and see what's happening.
Okay.
And depending
So
on that,
this is the actual request, right? So when you submit the coupon there, this is the HTTP request which is sent, and this is the response you get. So now the actual price is 199.89.
Okay.
If the coupon is a valid coupon, then this price should actually reduce, right? So you can maybe edit the coupon value, send a request. That PID is the product ID. This is the, yeah. In the meanwhile, anybody has any suggestions about what we should try? SQL injection, 1 equal to 1. Okay. But that would not really be a successful attack, right? You're just fooling the browser. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense in a way that in the browser itself the value will say 0, right? But then the server does not consider it as 0. The scope is, in the request we do something so that the server sends back a lower value, right? So that's what we are looking to achieve. So that single quote or 1 equal to 1 is probably something we should try. Inspect element, okay. You want to come over and give it a shot? You want to try? Hey, should we give another person a chance? 2 minutes? Hey, it's a 40-minute talk. We don't have. Huh? So just one more shot. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think we should probably let someone else try. Okay, thank you very much. I think another round of applause for the effort at least. Yep. You know what, why don't all three of you come over? You can brainstorm together and give it a shot. It'll save time that way. But you're only going to stay between the Firefox window and Burp window, right? Don't go to the other windows on my laptop. No, we cannot see the original backend query. Through Burp Suite? That's what. You can use Burp Suite, Firefox. You can do whatever you want to do within those two tools, right? If you go anywhere else, you're disqualified, no 2,000 rupees, right? You want to join as well? The request? Here. Yeah, this is the request, right? So currently, the most recurring suggestion was for a single quote 1 equal to 1, right? SQL injection based, which no one's been trying till now, surprisingly. Yeah, sure. So you wanted to do an intruder-based. Okay. Brute force, I mean, it would probably take a long time, right? So your approach was a brute force. Right. Right. Okay. I mean, that's a good approach, but I can say it wouldn't work. Backspace is here. No, because you are in this window. You'll have to go to proxy, or you can go to repeater, right? You can try from here. Okay, finally we have someone trying this. Yeah, I think look at the response is not being intercepted right now, so you can I think look at the log directly. So you can go to the history. From here you can look at who's that. Yeah. So you can send this to repeater and you can try it from there. It'll be much faster, right? So you can put a single quote 1 equal to 1, you can look at what response you get. Yeah. Your payload actually, you didn't enter it properly. It has to be a single quote, and then you want to come here and try that? Because that's pretty long, what you just said. You want to try? Okay, please. Should we give him a chance? Okay, so the last attempt. After this, we are going to the solution. The cost? That's what you're saying, right? How? You want to tell him? You're seeing a different variant. Okay, we can say go. Let's see what happens. Okay, you had put the coupon before the bracket before coupon. Okay, guys, last attempt. There's something you wanted to try? Okay. Fine, okay. Okay, Sriram, you get about 30 seconds. Okay. I just got a warning from the organizers. Look at the response. I have to look at the response, right? Try it from repeater. It will be a lot faster. Okay, the last attempt. Right, we are winding up after this. Percent tag. Okay, the last 30 seconds. Absolute last. Okay, I think we have to end now. Guys, I'm very sorry. You can. No, you will see the solution. So what you're going to try will not work. Let me tell you that much. Okay. So you had your chance. So I'll just let him, try once. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for trying. You just okay. One attempt. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Or maybe you guys can stick around. You can see the solution from here if you want to. Okay, done. Right, didn't work. You did your best. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Right. Okay, so someone in the audience was saying that it would obviously not be simple. I mean, if I'm willing to put 2,000 rupees on the line, it's not really going to be that simple. So when you do a normal black box testing, this is what you would usually try. If we go back to my slides, this is what's happening. You send a request, something is going on the server, but as a tester, you really have no clue as to what's going on, right? So you are just shooting in the dark. Sometimes things might work, sometimes things might not work. But what if you had some knowledge about what the server was actually doing, which is when I submit this coupon value here, and if I could, as a tester, know what the server was doing with the data that I sent, then that would make it a little bit more easier for me to find out if find out what is going on and if it could be attacked in a certain way, okay? So this would be our smart box testing. So there is a tool that we have built which helps in doing exactly this. So what the tool does is, when you're using an application, it collects information about what the application is doing, and it gives it to you, so you as a tester can actually look at it and make sense of it. So let me open up the interface of the tool. Okay, so this would be the interface. Now let's go here and enter something. Okay, so here on the right, what you see is the request which is being sent, which is a post request, and the tool has identified interesting activities going on the server when this request was processed by the server. So normally when you look at an intercepting proxy, what the intercepting proxy does is, it gives you the HTTP request and it gives you the HTTP response. So these are the only two values it can provide. But with a smart box testing utility, you get all these additional information. So you have one hidden parameter, one crypto operation, one SQL query, one URL, and one blind HTTP call. So let's look at those details. Now, we'll look at the request. This is the actual HTTP request which was sent. Now let's look at the details of these values. So there is one crypto operation, and that's an MD5 hash of NK123. Now here, if you look at the HTTP request, 126 was the product ID which was sent. Okay? So there's an MD5 hash of 126 with NK appended to it. That's something interesting. And then we have a SQL query, which is select price from products where product ID equal to. So they're picking the price from the database based on the product ID which we are sending. And then there is a URL which is constructed, and there's a HTTP call which is made. So you are making a call to the server is making an HTTP call to another system. And this is the actual HTTP request and the response. So if you look at the request, it is to valid coupons /